Welcome back to CTV Morning Live. Of course, we have covered pretty much everything when it has to come to the wedding in terms of the makeup and the dress, but also the hair is a big component. And joining us from Showpony Salon, Lori Dyck, great to have you here.
Thank you.
And your wonderful group of models behind that we're going to break down each individually. Hair becomes a big thing in terms of the photographs and the overall look of bringing the hair, the makeup, the dress together.
Absolutely. It ties together kind of their theme or their look for the day.
For you, you'd like to be able to meet with the bride prior to. That's the insurance policy you just said.
Absolutely it is. I think trials are as much for me as they are for them. I think it just eliminates a surprise on the day of, and of course that means it eases a little bit of the stress and makes it a bit more comfortable.
And for you, you're doing a lot of these, about 50 a year? That's a lot of weddings.
About 50 a season, so from April till October, about 50, yeah.
So that 50 isn't even broken down over the 52 weeks over the year. It's a high concentrated time.
That's right.
We are going to focus on 4 different looks and kind of styles that we're seeing right now or that are trending. So do you want to start at that end and we'll move our way forward?
Of course, absolutely.
Okay.
So our first is sort of inspired by Great Gatsby, the movie that's come out. We've sort of seen a little bit of it at the Oscars this year, so a little bit more sort of pin curls, finger waves, that sort of feel, a very romantic kind of 20s feel to the hair.
What length of hair are you thinking you can probably do something like this?
Christy's hair is actually past her shoulders, so we've actually just pinned the bottom into looking a little bit like a faux bob. But really it kind of works with anybody. You certainly have the option of pinning it back as well, with sort of having a little bit more detailing around the face.
It's beautiful. All right, moving on. And then we got the nice flow of actually seeing the length of the hair.
That's correct. So this is a little bit more what we have seen at award show this year, at movie premieres, that sort of thing, which is a very deep side part, kind of more reminiscent of like old Hollywood, a little bit more sort of Veronica Lake feel to it, but beautiful option exactly for longer hair or someone that isn't quite comfortable having a very open sort of neck on a dress. It's a very, again, romantic feel to the hair.
And then if we can see, because we're seeing a lot of these headpieces or these barrettes coming through, lots of different styles and sizing and doing that.
Absolutely. These pieces are actually custom pieces done with Sarah Walsh Bridal. She's pretty amazing, so she can actually customize them to your dress if you want it to match or with the beading, but they really do give a lovely accent. They're almost like hair jewelry.
They're beautiful.
Yeah.
This one I looked at, and the detailing is unbelievable with the braids and the bun, the wraparound is crazy.
Braiding, huge this year. Huge, huge, huge. We've seen it in waterfall braids a lot last year. That was very popular. We sort of saw very subtle accents. This year we're seeing it a lot more sort of front and center. So in this case, it's sort of braiding done all the way around, incorporated into a bun. Great with long hair. It works extremely well with shorter hair as well to give the illusion of longer hair.
I'm going to just have you turn a little bit. The other ones you could kind of see, but to see this one turning all the way around, yeah, there is so much detail. Look at that, right into the top of it. How long would something like this take to be able to put together?
I believe this morning we took about a half an hour.
That's it?
That is about it.
Oh my God, I would have thought this was hours and hours.
Well, like I said, 50 weddings a season, you get a lot of practice in, right?
That is remarkable. And of course here, for me, this is kind of the classic, what we tend to see a lot of.
Exactly. So this is your very classic looking bride. Very soft, nothing too severe, suits most face shapes because of that, because it isn't really tightly pulled back. We're seeing a little bit more of a 60s influence this year. Certainly bridal market, very recently when the dresses came out, we're seeing a lot more kind of very linear looking things, you know, black and white contrast, and so it's a little bit more reminiscent of sort of 60s, almost 70s, early 70s hair.
So how do you see where the trends are going? Because you see these fashion magazines come out and you see these new dresses. So are you watching how those magazines are doing the hair to showcase the dresses, or does it work vice versa?
Right.
I mean, it's so, where are we setting it from?
Everything. Inspiration comes from a lot of places, but in my case, certainly, I'm looking at the season before the dress is released and getting a good idea. Fashion is a very good indicator of where hair and makeup is going to go as well, sort of for the overall feel. So I generally, I look at next season.
You've done a great job. The girls look absolutely fantastic. You can find more details with Showpony is the name of your salon, right in the Glebe. Is that where are you?
Second and Bank.
Second and Bank. Well, congratulations. You've got quite the talent for sure.
Much.
I think we've done it all. Hair, makeup, dresses, flowers. We're covering things through. We still have more to come though tomorrow as we wrap up this wedding week. We are going to take a break.